Hello everyone, this is the lecture number 32 of the lecture series of Naval Architecture made for MEO examination. In this lecture, we will continue with the transverse stability of the ship. Specifically, I am going to cover a topic inclining experiments on the ship for the calculation of the light weight kg. First of all, try to understand what is the aim of these experiments. Then we will see what is the requirement of these experiments. Then at the end we will see what is the procedure to perform these experiments. The first thing, the aim of the experiments, to calculate the light weight kg by calculating the light weight gm. So when you are performing these experiments, you are finding with the help of a mathematics, you are going to find the light weight gm. What is the meaning of a light weight gm? It means that there is no cargo present in the ship. So whatever the gm, metacentric height, you are getting, that is the ship's metacentric height. That is the ship's own weight is there. That is called as a light weight gm. So with the help of this light weight gm, we are going to find out the light weight kg. So the purpose of this experiments is to calculate the light weight kg, that you have to understand. In earlier classes where we have seen that we have solved a lot of the numericals to find out the final center of gravity location after the loading, unloading and shifting the cargo within the ship. So in all the numericals you have seen that they have given the displacement of the ship and they have given the kg location, means the center of gravity location of the lightweight ship from the keel. So that is the given thing in all the numericals. So that only we are finding now. We are finding for a particular ship in a lightweight condition what will be the location of the center of gravity. Once you know that location of the center of gravity, then only you can do the other calculation after the loading or unloading or shifting the cargo, what will be the metacentric height. And that metacentric height should be within the range of a particular ship. Then only we can say that the ship will be stable, unstable or the neutral equilibrium. So before performing these experiments, we have to follow some rules and regulations. So you can say that there is some requirements, you have to satisfy, you have to fulfill that requirements, and then only you can start the experiments. So when you are going to perform these experiments on the ship, the experiment is carried out when the ship is built completely or the major structural changes have been done. Means when the ship is launched, that time the only outfitting work might be left. Some of the outfitting work we are going to do after the launching the ship. It is not yet commissioned, but it is only just to launch, and after the launching we are going to do some outfitting work. So that time the ship is ready for these experiments. The second requirement is the experiment is carried out with the empty ship or as near to the empty ship as possible. We should not have any cargo, we should not have any ballast water inside the ship. The third requirement, the ship must be in an upright position. What is the meaning of upright position? There is no inclination of the ship on either starboard side or the port side. The fourth requirement, the ship should be sheltered and in a calm water. Now what is the meaning of this? When you are going to perform these experiments, we are going to incline the ship and we are performing the experiments. We are forcefully inclining the ship by using some means. So that time, whatever the inclination is coming in the ship, that should be by shifting the cement block which we are keeping on the deck for the performing the experiments. So this is forcefully inclination will be there. So in addition to that, there should not be any inclination is coming because of waves or the wind. So that's the reason I don't want any wind on my ship. I don't want any effect of the waves on the ship so that ship should incline. So to avoid the wind and the wave effect on the ship should be sheltered and it should be in a calm water. Then the next requirement is there should not be any connection of the ship with the port or where you are performing the experiments. It should be independent. It should be only floating in the water. For that purpose, the mooring ropes should be slackened and the gangway lifted. What is the meaning of a gangway? Gangway means that there is one ladder through which the crew members can go on board. Then the next requirement is a draft and the density of the water to be correctly noted before performing the experiments. All tanks in the ship must be empty or pressed up tight to reduce the free surface effect. What is the meaning of that? If any tank having the partially filled water or the partially filled liquid into it, because of that there will be some free surface effect will come, and whatever the answer you will get after performing the experiments, that won't be a correct. Or if you have any liquid, it should be properly tightened so that there should not be any free surface effect in that tank. The next requirement, only those people responsible for conducting the experiments must go on board. So these are the some requirements are there that we have to fulfill first, and then only we have to start the experiments. Now we will see how to perform these experiments. So first of all, see the ship in a transverse view. So you have the keel here, then you have a center of gravity of the ship somewhere here. That is not, we don't know where it is center of gravity, but we are assuming on the central line somewhere here. Then the horizontal thing you can see here, this is a batten. Generally it is in the form of a scale. Then to perform these experiments we are taking some cement blocks. So generally we will take around 6 to 8 cement blocks, and that will be arranged longitudinally perpendicular to the screen, that is the length of the ship. So we will take 6 to 8 cement blocks. If you are taking the 6 blocks, the 3 blocks will be on the starboard side and the remaining 3 blocks on the port side. For the simplicity purpose, I am taking 2 blocks. Both the blocks are having the same weight, same size, and that both the blocks are kept on in front of each other. The block number 1 is kept on the port side and the block number 2 is kept on the starboard side. The distance between these 2 blocks is a d. This distance is measured from the center of gravity of each block. Now what I am going to do, I am going to shift the block number 1 from its position number 1 to the top of the block number 2. So you can see in the second picture where I have kept the block number 1 on the top of a block number 2. When both the blocks are coming on one side, there will be an uneven distribution of the cargo. It means on the starboard side the weight has increased. Because of that, the ship is going to incline towards the starboard side. Now my task is to measure how much is the angle the ship has inclined towards the starboard side. So that inclination, you can see this inclination, you can see the vertical line is there, that is a blue color line, and the center line of the ship, that is in a pink color. So angle made by these two lines, that is the angle of a list. Now what we are going to do, how we are going to measure this angle physically. For that purpose, we are taking one batten that we have kept horizontally like this, and that batten is near to the keel of the ship. Now we will take a plumb line. So the blue color, you can see, that is a plumb line. One end of the plumb line is connected at the top of the ship at the center line, and the another end of the plumb line is touching to the horizontal batten which is at the keel. So let's take here the top of the plumb line. I am calling with a notation A. The second point where the plumb line is intersecting with the batten, that intersection point I am calling as a C, and the plumb line is intersecting the center line somewhere, that is a B. Now you can easily measure this angle theta by using the trigonometrical formula. Now this BC is a perpendicular to center line, so I can use this formula. Sin theta is equal to opposite side, that is a BC, divided by AC, and AC is the length of the plumb line. So BC you can measure with the help of a scale, and AC is known to us. Like this you will get the value of a theta. Now to calculate the GM value, that is a GM light, how to calculate that? You have to see in the triangle GMG1, that is tan theta. So you can calculate tan theta is equal to opposite side, that is GG1, divided by the adjacent side GM. Now we know that GG1 you can calculate like this. GG1 is equal to WD divided by capital W. Now what is a GM? You can write like this: GM is equal to GG1 into 1 by tan theta. We have taken this tan theta on this side, GM on the left side. Now what about this theta? How to calculate this theta value? For that purpose you have to see in the triangle ABC, then sin theta is equal to BC by AC. So this theta we are measuring physically. BC value we are measuring the physically on the scale. AC is the length of the plumb line. So you know both the things. Find out the value of a theta. Take these values of theta and substitute back here. You will get the value of a GM light. Now we know that GM light is equal to KM light minus KG light. Our main task is to find out the KG light, that is equal to KM light minus GM light. Just now mathematically we have calculated the value of a GM light. KM light is known to us because this is a hydrostatic property of a particular ship at a particular draft. So this is known to us. GM light just now we have calculated. If you substitute both the values here, you will get the KG light, and that is our aim of this experiment. I hope all of you understood this, whatever the things we have discussed. Let's do one numerical to understand the concept which we have studied just now. When a mass of a 25 tons is shifted 15 meter transversely, so this is a smaller W, is a 25 tons, 15 meter transversely it is shifted, that is a smaller d, across the deck of the ship of 8,000 tons. So this 8,000 means it is a capital W. All of you please keep in your mind, this 25 tons is a part of 8,000. So it is we are not adding any cargo here. it causes the deflection of a 20 centimeter in a plumb line. It means if you see the triangle which we have seen in earlier discussion about, this is a point B, this is a C, this is the plumb line, and this is the theta. So it causes the deflection of a 20 centimeter. They are talking about this BC value. BC is a 20 centimeter. Let me convert in a meter, that will be 0.2 meter. In the plumb line, 4 meter long. The length of the plumb line is 4 meter long. As per our notation, the AC is 4 meter. If the km is 7 meter, means a km light is given, that is 7 meter. Calculate the kg value. So how to calculate that? Kg is equal to km minus gm. Then you will get the value of kg. Km is given to us. We have to calculate the value of gm. Now what is the formula for the gm, which we have seen just now? Gm is equal to small w into d divided by capital W into 1 by tan theta. Now how to calculate the value of a theta here? That is sin theta is equal to BC by AC. BC is given, that is a 0.2 meter, AC is given 4 meter. From here you can find out the value of a theta. Take this value of a theta, substitute here. The small w is given to us. Small w is given to us, that is a 25 tons. Small d is given to us, that is a 15 meter. Capital W also given to us, that is a 8000 tons. All the values is known to us. Calculate the value of a gm. Once you know gm, coming back to this formula, km is given, that is 7 meter. Gm you are calculating from here. Then you will get the value of a kg. Substitute all the values, you will get the value of a kg. As I told to you, you have to substitute the values of given quantities here. You will get the value of a gm, that is coming 0.94. Km is equal to km is 7 meter. You have to find out the kg, that is km minus gm. It means it is 7 minus 0.94. You will get the value 6.06 meter, which is shown in the figure. Like this you have to calculate the values of a lightweight kg. I hope everything is clear.